Hi, everyone. My name is Justin Golston, and I'm going to spend a few moments to discuss blockchain and entrepreneurship. So, from my perspective, I have been within the blockchain space for a number of years, and through my knowledge, through working with individuals and other founders of blockchain organizations, I have essentially created a number of different blockchain and artificial intelligence companies. And we have created a holding company called Able Holdings, AI for artificial intelligence and BL for blockchain. So within Able Holdings, we have one organization called Engine, and within Engine is an organization that develops solutions for artificial intelligence for a number of different industries and a number of different use cases. But given that this is a blockchain entrepreneurship class, we're going to focus on the blockchain projects. So within a blockchain space under Able Holdings, we have an organization called Gamak. So with Gamak is essentially our DeFi offering. And with Gamak, we provide interest-free loans and staking for individuals. And the reason for this solution is because there's a number of individuals that remain unbanked for a number of reasons. In some countries, there is a lot of corruption, which will cause people not to trust banks. In some countries, women can't bank. And because of that, we created a DeFi platform called Gamak DAO. A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. And what that means is that if you hold the Gamak token, you are able to provide proposals. You are able to vote on those proposals. You essentially have a voice in the future of the organization. You have a voice in the developments of the future solutions within the organization. We go into DAOs in more detail within the blockchain development certification course. So if you're interested in knowing more about DAOs, you can enroll in that blockchain development certification course. Now, also within Gamak DAO, so Gamak DAO is a Web3 enabled website. That's another solution that we provide within Able Holdings, where we're moving to this Web3 movement. And because we're moving to this Web3 movement, a lot of organizations are going to have a need to create Web3 enabled websites. Now, with what Web3 enabled websites are essentially is that I will be able to connect my wallet. So whether I use a MetaMask wallet or another wallet, I will be able to connect my wallet, and then that's my sign-in. So no longer do I have to create a username and password, and all of my data that I collect on Facebook, on Instagram, in Google, can be tracked, held, and sold without my knowledge. With Web3 enabled, we are decentralizing the internet, and there's going to be a need for support for those to create solutions for these Web3 enabled websites. So we have created a Web3 enabled website. You can actually see I have a number of Gamak tokens. So that actually enables me to provide governance to issue proposals to this Gamak website. Okay, so with that, so just to give you some additional insight into the governance of a DAO, on this Gamak website, I can go to governance, I can go to vote, and then it's going to take me to the actual governance structure that we have. So currently we have two proposals that were issued 2 months ago. Both of those were approved. So we did move forward with those proposals. Now, because I'm also a participant in the DAO, although we created this solution, we created this website, we have no control over the DAO. The DAO is a governance. The DAO controls the future of the organization. So that's what we're doing with the governance structure within Gamok. Now, also we can go to interest-free loans and staking. And because I am connected with this Web3, with the Web3 enablement, I log in, and this is just my example. This is my sample wallet. So here I can see my dashboard, and then I would be able to stake tokens here and earn rewards for these tokens. But the one thing I would like for you to see is that for our platform, we have $1.81 billion total value locked. So with that total value locked, we are essentially issuing out loans to individuals from around the world. So as long as they collateralize their loans with Ethereum, we can go to the Trove here. And you can see that there's one address that collateralized 299 ETH, and they took out 859,000 LUSD. So LUSD is a stable coin. So for that 299 ETH, they received 859,000 LUSD. So they're able to take out $859,000 and do whatever they want to with it. Okay. Once they have enough money to pay back the $859 that they loaned out, then they will get back their 299 ETH. Okay. Now, the one thing that, and so this is one example of a DeFi offering. There's a number of DeFi offerings out there, but given that there are high interest rates, and given that we are focused on individuals in Africa, mainly Nigeria, because Nigeria is the third largest holder of cryptocurrencies in the world. So because those within Nigeria really hold their tokens and don't really use their tokens, then this is a offering a solution for them to benefit from holding those tokens. All right. So that's one program that we have under the Able Holdings umbrella. So I mentioned the program because that's just one offering. We have a number of different programs from a blockchain perspective, and that is one of them. Another one is going to be our advisory services. So Favorcoin is another project that we are a part of. So if you go to favorcoin.io, you can see more on that project. So with this project, they are creating a decentralized exchange. Once again, we go into decentralized exchanges within the blockchain development program. So the differentiator with these guys is that they have 2 patent pending artificial intelligence solutions built into this decentralized exchange. There is no other exchange actually that does that. So that is why I was asked to be a part of this program, this project. I reviewed their solution, and I have been working with them for about, I would say, about 8 months now. So I'm a part of the team here as a strategic blockchain advisor. I do want to say this is my partner for my other project, Non-Trail Collage. That is my partner for my other project. And that leads us into the third project within blockchain called SIDTech. So within SIDTech, we are essentially looking to create the world's largest blockchain incubator. The way in which we do this is that we bring together students from universities from around the world, and we have them work and create solutions so that they monetize off of these solutions. So we're building within the Polkadot ecosystem, but in addition to that, we have worked with individuals within the Ethereum ecosystem. Now, from an entrepreneurship perspective, traditionally you want to first and foremost, you want to create something that you're passionate about. But then secondly, you want to create a solution that has a need in the market. And given that I'm a professor at Penn State University in Georgetown, and I'm also on the graduate advisory board at Georgetown, given that the blockchain space is changing so quickly, it is very difficult for students to learn about the latest developments because there are no peer-reviewed journal articles on this space, on DeFi, on HiFi, hybrid finance. That's a solution that just was introduced 3 months ago. We can't create peer-reviewed journal articles on that, and with the into the non-fungible token craze. There's no textbooks for NFTs. There's no peer-reviewed academic journal articles on NFTs right now. So SIDTech has looked to fill that gap. SIDTech has looked to bring in my knowledge, given that I am deep within the blockchain space. I work with a number of founders. We're going to go into that shortly, where we partner with higher education institutions to bring in that real-time education so that students are knowledgeable about these solutions so that they can use their creativity to create solutions for a number of blockchain platforms. Now, you may ask the question, okay, why Polkadot? Why not Ethereum? Why not Avalanche? Well, because I feel that Polkadot is due to its cross-chain functionality, due to its interoperability. I feel that Polkadot is going to be the blockchain of blockchains, right? One thing within the blockchain space is that there is no competition. All of these blockchains are going to have to work with one another. These blockchains were created because they provide a certain use case. Bitcoin, store of value. Ethereum, smart contracts. Polkadot, interoperability. Avalanche has lower cost fees than Ethereum, but Ethereum is still the king when it comes to smart contracts. So because of that, you as a blockchain entrepreneur, I would say that you have to be somewhat knowledgeable about the different blockchains. For example, Polkadot has a smart contracts solution called Ink. But because so many projects build on Solidity, which is the smart contract language of Ethereum, we are creating. So there's an organization called Moonbeam that has created what we refer to as a Ethereum virtual machine, where if you have Solidity smart contracts, you can use the Moonbeam service to bring in those smart contracts into the Polkadot ecosystem. Okay, so what Moonbeam did is that it had the vision that Polkadot was going to be one of the primary players within the blockchain space that a number of organizations were going to build upon. Okay, and get a parachain slot. More on that in the blockchain development class. So because of that, they developed a bridge, if you will, between Ethereum and Polkadot. And because people seen that, and full disclaimer, I am an early investor. I am an early investor in Moonbeam. I am just showing you the solutions. So because of that, their Moon River token year to date, Moon River token was launched. Moon River token was launched on 8/20/8/27, not even a month ago. Not even a month ago. It went from 79, roughly $79. It's currently at $440. So I think their total market cap 665 million. Total market cap 665 million in a matter of weeks, right? So the reason I show you that is that from an entrepreneurship perspective, they found a need in the market. The Moon River team found a need in the market. They developed a blockchain. They did not even develop a blockchain. They developed a tool to fill a need in the market. And with that tool, in less than a month, $665 million market cap. Okay. So the opportunities within the blockchain space are essentially endless, you know, and because of that, that's just one use case that can emerge out of this SidTech project that me and my partner are developing. So you know, another example within the blockchain space would be there's a big discussion about metaverses. So a metaverse. So if you're not familiar with the metaverse, review the movie Ready Player One. Ready Player One is essentially where people are going to immerse themselves in virtual worlds. They are going to build businesses in these virtual worlds. They're going to create non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Hopefully you're familiar with that by now, in these virtual worlds. And they're going to operate and use avatars in these virtual worlds. So if you find a need in the metaverse, that's an organization that you can build from a blockchain perspective. So I brought up this website because I'm doing a lot of work with BitCountry, doing a lot of development with BitCountry. I'm assisting them as they get closer to roll out. So if you go to BitCountry, this is a metaverse that is going to be built on the Polkadot blockchain. And you can essentially create your own world. You can create your own world, and if you have a solution, if you're a social media influencer, you create your own virtual world. Your people come into that virtual world. Now, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg just announced 3 weeks ago that Facebook's going to be a metaverse company, right? But Facebook is centralized. Facebook has control. Facebook, you're not going to be able to monetize in Facebook like you can in the decentralized metaverse. BitCountry is one of these metaverses. Decentraland is another metaverse that you can operate in. The Sandbox is another metaverse that you can operate in. So there's these large scale metaverses that are coming out. And from an entrepreneurship perspective, there's going to be a number of entrepreneurs that are going to be made in the metaverse. The tools and skills you have in the real world, they go into the metaverse. We are building a university in the metaverse. We are democratizing education in the metaverse. We are bringing the world's top influencers, the world's top professors to the metaverse. So there are endless opportunities. There are endless opportunities within the metaverse. So when it pertains to Big Country, once again, I am connected with Big Country. I'm an investor in Big Country. So do your own research. So if you go to press here, and you scroll down, down to the bottom of the screen. Another important piece. So on May 9th, they actually announced that Big Country is creating a Metaverse Career Academy. I'm also happy to announce that SIDTech has partnered with Big Country, and SIDTech will be offering the Metaverse Career Academy to Blocks EDU students at the beginning in 2022. So that's going to be a part. That's going to be a part of the blockchain development program. We may bring it into the other certification offerings, but there's going to be more news on that to learn more about the Metaverse Career Academy in the coming months. But also on April 20th, I actually worked with the founders of Big Country, Ray Liu and Shannon Christie, and I wrote a Medium article where I'm currently creating a peer-reviewed journal article on how the metaverse is going to create a positive social change. It's going to create a positive impact. It's going to create a number of entrepreneurs around the world. The metaverse provides opportunities like never seen before. It's decentralized. You do not have to ask for permission. You do not have to raise money. And that's another thing where there is no other space where you can do your own seed funding. And that's essentially what we've been doing at SIDTech. You know, with this non-fungible token push, we have another program within SIDTech from a consulting perspective. Now, I did a pitch for the Government Blockchain Association where I discussed what we're doing with SIDTech, and there was a venture capitalist that reached out to me on Twitter. So I had a discussion with him. I provided him with my pitch. I talked about our consulting program, our consulting arm within SIDTech. And then he was pitching me his idea. So because of that, we're now performing consulting services for someone that wanted to invest with us. So instead of giving up equity, we're now bringing in funds through our consulting arm. So that's one way in which you could actually do your own raise for your projects. No other space does that, from far as I can tell. And I've been in a number of different spaces. So another thing, so that actually led us to think that, you know, for a number of months, we were giving out free knowledge to a lot of startups, you know, for free. But that led us to say, you know, for our consulting arm, for our blockchain program under the SIDTech umbrella, we're charging 3 ETH. We're charging 3 ETH. If you want a discovery discussion, we charge 3 ETH. Right? So we charge 3 ETH, roughly $10,000 in a day's dollars to begin a discovery session. Just a few weeks ago, we had a startup firm within the fintech space to reach out to us. They made that 3 ETH payment, and the outcome of that discussion was that due to the complexity of their smart contract, we charged them, I think we charged them 35 ETH to develop their Solidity smart contract. That equates to roughly $120,000 in current ETH prices, right? So once we develop that blockchain solution, then they're going to have to pay roughly 75 ETH, roughly $250,000, to have that smart contract audited. Now, given that we developed the smart contract, we can't audit the smart contract. Now, that's going to be another arm within under the SIDTech umbrella where we audit smart contracts. And we're currently looking for people. If you do have Solidity experience, reach out to us on the SIDTech website. We're looking to hire Solidity developers and developers that can audit smart contracts. If you want to create your own organization to audit smart contracts, you can do that yourself as well. Now, once again, to audit a smart contract, $250,000 US. And because a number of organizations are kicking off blockchain projects, it is very difficult to find someone to audit a smart contract right now, even at $250,000 US, because there are not many people out there with that expertise to audit smart contracts. There's only a handful of companies that can audit smart contracts, and within SIDTech, we have identified that gap, and we are building up individuals so that we can begin to roll out that consulting offering. So there's a number of different things that you can do. Once again, we talked about advisory. We talked about the metaverse, which is very important. We talked about the DeFi offerings that one can create. We talked about decentralized exchanges, which one can create. So all of those things, DeFi, DEX, metaverse, you don't have to create these large scale projects. As an entrepreneur, you can create solutions that plug in to those solutions. Exactly what Moonbeam did. Moonbeam did not create this huge platform. They created one tool to fit the need for that large scale project, right? So the easiest way, I would say the easiest way to find a need within the market is to get in the blockchain space. For example, if I go up here to my wallet, MetaMask. So if I go up to my MetaMask wallet, MetaMask is everyone has their preferences in terms of wallets. MetaMask is my favorite go-to wallet. Okay, I can do a number of things on my MetaMask wallet on my desktop. I can do a number of things on my MetaMask wallet on my phone. Right now, given that we're in Polkadot, the Polkadot wallet has a lot of room for improvement. I do not like it one bit, and my peers within the Polkadot ecosystem agrees with me. Okay, so that is one solution. That is one option. That is one need that requires a solution in the blockchain space. So there are, I think, as a matter of fact, I think that there is money out there. I think there are grants available for Polkadot as well as the Web3 Foundation to create a Polkadot wallet. So because you are going to contribute, make a positive contribution to the Polkadot ecosystem, Polkadot and the Web3 Foundation gives you money for free. Gives you money for free. They do not want equity. They just want the solutions built for their platform, for their ecosystem. Okay. There's one that they're currently, so Polka Wallet actually received funding from Polkadot, and they developed a mobile wallet for the Polkadot ecosystem. If you ask me, there's still some room for improvement. And just as you have a number of different wallets, like you have Trust Wallet, you have MetaMask, you have a number of different wallets. So just as you have a number of different wallets in other ecosystems, you know, there's still room, and there's still grant money available to create a wallet to improve on Polka Wallet. So there's another need. From an entrepreneurship perspective, there is a need that can be developed you can monetize off of. So again, once you get into this space, you will see needs that need to be filled. Okay. Next, for the next discussion, I want to talk about another portfolio that we have. So within SIDTech, we also have another program from an education perspective. So we provide blockchain education to a number of institutions. As a matter of fact, we have partnered with BlockCDU to deliver the blockchain development certification program. So if you are knowledgeable about a certain blockchain protocol, a certain blockchain solution, if you're knowledgeable about Solidity, if you're knowledgeable about Ink, if you're knowledgeable about Avalanche, you can create an organization from an education perspective. So the opportunities are essentially endless. And from an entrepreneurship perspective, you can also partner, just how SIDTech partnered with BlockCDU. You know, if you have an idea, you reach out to us at SIDTech, and we can partner on a solution. And we can create because we have a number of connections within the blockchain space. So the education arm is another part of our portfolio. It's another program within our portfolio. But the one program that I'm most excited about, the one program that you can actually take a part of today is going to be the gaming arm of SIDTech. So we have developed the SIDTech Guild. So the SIDTech Guild is essentially where we have purchased or bred a number of NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So you may have heard of the game Axie Infinity, AXIE Infinity. And Axie Infinity is essentially similar to Pokemon. You know, you're given cards and you battle. Okay. If you win in battles, you win tokens. You win smooth love potion. Okay. Now that smooth love potion can be sold on exchanges, or that smooth love potion can be used to breed and make more Axies. That's what I do. So with the SIDTech Guild, so for example here, so SIDTech Guild, we got 25 teams. So teams 21 through 25, these teams were just literally hatched at 3 o'clock this morning. So about 6 hours ago, these teams were hatched. I've set up these teams, and then Monday morning, my people within my guild, within the SIDTech Guild, will begin playing those teams. Okay. So as you can see here, there's a smooth love potion, and then you can see the number of smooth love potion that these particular teams have been collecting. So I actually have a number of individuals from Africa and Nigeria, as well as in Sri Lanka and the Philippines, that are actually are part of this guild. So as they play, they get paid. So I will take the SLP and I will reinvest it in the game, and then I pay them in fiat. Now there are a few people that are more savvy, that they do have wallets, they do have Ronin wallets. I'll get to the Ronin wallet shortly. So I will collect it under my account, and then we do a split. So then I'll send over their share of SLP, and that's how they get paid. Or for Nigeria, I send over thousands of dollars a month for people to play a game. So those are the teams. These are the 25 teams that I currently have. And also we have, I didn't even bring it up. So if I go to Discord, here, and I go to, let me clear these out. These people are just messing up my Discord right now. Those DMs. Close DMs. So if I go here, this is my Discord. This is a Discord that we use. This is a Discord that we use for Axie Infinity. And so you went through the blockchain project management. You went through the blockchain project management program. So here I have my project manager. I have my project manager that I communicate with. This is my project manager in Africa. Okay. So he manages, I think, 15 different people, 15 different teams. And then I also have my project manager in Sri Lanka. Okay. So he sent me a message this morning. So apparently the plant that I have is no good. So I have to switch out my plant. So he needs 2 more accounts. So out of those 5 that I hatched, he's going to get 2. He's going to get 2 of those teams, and then he's going to get 2 of those teams. And then periodically, I'll have people to come into my Discord group. And they submit applications. So for this one right here, so this individual, I think he is from, he's from the Philippines. So he's putting in his application. I'm looking through this. And I purposely put in a question where you have to play the game to know the answer. Seems like he knows it. So with him, I'm going to give him an account. He came in my Discord channel, submitted an application, and he got the job. So I'm going to actually make him a part of the guild. And that is one of the offerings. That's one of the projects that we have within our program, within our gaming program, within our guild. So that's one of the projects that we have. Another project that we have within the guild is a project called Z Racer. Let me back up here. So within Axie Infinity, you have to have 3 Axies per team. Now I have 9 Axies on this one team because in team 1, that's where I do my breeding. So essentially, I'm not going to breed. I'm just going to show you what the mechanics are. So I have this Axie. I hit breed. and then you're going to breed two axes, so two birds essentially, right? The pink ones are birds, right? So I need 450 smooth love potion to breed this, in addition to AXS. So I need two different tokens to breed these axes. So I have all of these teams because those teams will actually give me this potion, and then I actually have to purchase this AXS. Okay, so there is a slight investment to this game. Now, one thing is that Axie Infinity is going to introduce an exchange. So once the individuals have collected all this SLP, then I will actually be able to convert some of the SLP to AXS. Okay, so once we breed, once I get all this SLP, so for example, sorry if I'm jumping around so much. So on my tracker, I can say I can claim, so today's the 12th. So I think that, yeah, so I can claim 1100 on the 13th. So about 1700, I'll be able to claim in the morning. So I'm going to be breeding tomorrow. I'm going to be breeding more axes tomorrow. Okay. So that's essentially how I reinvest what the individuals have collected from playing the game, and I build up my guild. Okay. Now you say, okay, why don't you just sell them? Why don't you sell it? Well, you could actually, so not only can you play these axes, at any given time, you can sell these axes. Okay. So so you can sell these axes. So based on the powers of the axes, based on the rarity of the axes, some of these axes can go for $10,000 US. Some of them go for $10,000 US. Now, I believe that some of my axes, I'll move some of them around. Let's see here. So let's see. So if I go here, I don't think this is a rare one. So if I go here, I take this axes number and I go into my axie. So axie.tech, axie pricing. It goes here. And this tool, this is one of a out of literally hundreds of thousands of axes. This is the only axie that has this card. This axie is super rare. There's no price for this axie. You can't price this axie. That could be a $10,000, $20,000 axie, right? So for example, so let me put it in perspective. So if I find a common axie, let me see if I can find a common one. I think this one's more common. I take this one, boom. See, this is a common axis. There's 5,000 axes in the game with the exact same card set. That's not a rare axie. That's a run-of-the-mill axie. That's a run-of-the-mill axie, right? So it was last sold for 0.299 Ethereum. Last sold for 0.299 Ethereum. Okay. So if I go to, so this is another thing that I do. ETHUSD, 0.299 Ethereum. Last sold 0.299 Ethereum, right? 0.299 Ethereum, it's $1,000 axie. $1,000 axie, 0.299. Last sold, 0.299. All right. Then there's on 1.09, 0.06. So then also, so this axie.tech, axie pricing, it actually gives you recommendations on what you want, on what you should list it for. So although this one was sold for 0.299, because of prices, because of the market, These are going for 0.07, so 0.07, 0.07. So that one's 239. So the market's down on that. But again, there's $239 that can be made. If I wanted to sell it, I'm not selling my Axies, because really, to put it in perspective, give you some background, they created, Axie Infinity created this battling structure, this Pokemon type structure, to get people interested in the game. It was a beta. The ultimate goal is to create a metaverse for Axie Infinity. So once they finish building out Axie Infinity, not only will the gaming continue, not only will the battling continue, not only will the breeding continue, but the value of these Axies, of these non-fungible tokens, these NFTs, will continue to increase. Axie Infinity just hit 1 million users, I think, a couple weeks ago. Now, imagine if the individuals from Fortnite came over to Axie Infinity. Like I said, they just crossed 1 million users. You have 300 million users paying money in Fortnite to receive nothing in return. Take that same money, move it over to Axie Infinity, and now you're playing to earn. Okay. Number of users in Pokemon Go. When Pokemon Go was popular, 153 million users. This is similar. So you can't, you're comparing apples and oranges when you're talking about Fortnite and Axie Infinity, but Axie Infinity and Pokemon Go, identical. And in Pokemon Go, you had 153 million users playing a game to receive nothing in return. Same exact concept. Now you're earning money. Now you're earning crypto. Now you're earning tokens, I should say. Only 1% of the population know about that game. From an entrepreneurial perspective, it's still very early. So that's why I'm building up all these teams. So once that 153 million people come over to Axie Infinity, I have teams. And that's why we're building up that guild. And again, that's just one game. Another game within the guild is called Zed Run. So if I go to Zed Run and I go to, again, Web3 enabled, okay, I'm on Ethereum mainnet. It's okay, let's see here. If I go to start, connect my MetaMask wallet, Web3, sign. So once I go in here, Sid Stables, daughter's name Sydney, Sid Tech, you get it. So I go to my stable. I have six horses. I have 6 digital horses that I run. I put up Ethereum and I win Ethereum if my horse places. Not only that, if you go here, I breed my horses. You breed horses to make more horses. Exactly how you breed Axies to make more Axies. You're breeding money. This is like real horse. This is like real horse ownership. This is like real thoroughbred breeding on the blockchain. And these are essentially non-fungible tokens. These are non-fungible tokens, where if you go to OpenSea, if you go to OpenSea and I go to my account, and you can see my name and address. And you go to my account. These are all my NFTs that I have. These horses are over from Zedrun. So because it's on the Ethereum blockchain, well, this is actually on Polygon. Because it's on a blockchain, and because it's connected to my wallet, Web3 enabled. Because it's connected to my wallet, it brings in my NFTs. So now people can actually see my NFTs, and they actually will try to lowball me. They actually try to lowball me and put in an offer. All right, so somebody's trying to offer me $100 for that horse. It's a $2,000 horse. So, and it's a $2,000 horse, and I paid $150 US to breed it. Entrepreneurship. And once again, it's still early. Many people don't know about these. Many people don't know about these. So again, I started off with these two horses. So I purchased these two horses. And I used these two horses to breed these horses. Okay. So not only am I racing, so I hadn't even raced this one yet. Not only am I breeding horses that generates value, this horse can actually make me Ethereum by racing. Right? So again, we have people. So that's a part of the guild where we are building up these NFTs. We are building up these thoroughbred horses, and we rent out these horses, and we gain revenue from that. Okay. Another one. Last one I'll show you is called CryptoZoom. So CryptoZoom is on the Binance Smart Chain. So I'm going to have to, it's on a Binance Smart Chain. So I'm going to have to move from my Ethereum mainnet, and I'm going to have to go to Binance Smart Chain. So once I go to Binance Smart Chain, that takes me to a different blockchain. Okay. So I'm on a different blockchain right now. And because it's on Binance Smart Chain, that brings up my NFTs, my non-fungible tokens. Right now, these you can see that this NFT and this NFT is a rare 6. It's at level 6 at 50,000, 57,000, 1,000% experience. So that's high level of experience, right? Now, the way in which you earn in this game is that you play. So I got 6 turns each for each one of these non-fungible tokens, right? So then you play these things, and then you win experience, EXP. You win EXP based on whether or not you win. Okay. Now, how do you earn? You earn by winning, but where does the value come in? Where does the money come in, right? So if you go to Marketplace, come on, there we go. So if you go to Marketplace, again, my rarity level was 6. My rarity level was 6. My experience level was 6. So you have some of these ox. You have the ox going for 84,000. You have an ox going for 84,000 Zoom. You have a keeper going for 69,800 Zoom. You can see their experience is lower than my experience, right? So 84,000 Zoom. So if I go to, so Zoom is 0.026565. So if I bring up my calculator, calculator, boom. And I say 0.02565 times, what was that one? 84,000. 84,000. That one's $2,100, 2,100 US. Okay, $2,100. So again, lower experience than the one I'm currently holding. So my ox is worth over $2,000 if I wanted to sell it right now. Now, let me see here. Let me go look on the blockchain. Let me see if I can look on a blockchain real quick. Let's see here. Finance Smart Chain. I'm not sure. I gotta get Finance Smart Chain Explorer. There you go. So if I bring in my address, boom, boom. I'll bring in my address. So if I look at, let me see here. I'm trying to see if I can see where I purchased it. That's where I brought in. So on this transaction, that's where I brought in Binance, the Binance tokens. I'm trying to see if I can. See where I purchased it. And you know what? Let me see if I can just do it this way. Ooh, current price on 03. All right, so I'm gonna have to do this later. So I purchased those two NFTs at point 0.0169. So less than 1 cent. Less than 1 cent. Zune right now is at 3 cents. I purchased those on Friday. I'm doing this recording on Sunday. I've doubled my investment in 2 days. It's at 3 cents right now. I've doubled my investment in 2 days. So if I wanted to sell my NFTs, if I wanted to sell these two NFTs at minimum, if I just put them right back on the market for what I bought them for, I'm not going to, but hypothetically, if I want to put them right back on the market for what I bought them for, I've already doubled my money. So at this given point in time, based on the calculations I just showed you, I 6x in 3 days. So that is what, and this is a part of the SIDTech Guild. So as we wrap up, there's a number of the options within the blockchain entrepreneurship space are endless. We're making high 6 figures paying people to play games. And we're just getting started. So the opportunities within blockchain are endless. Now, within SIDTech. We are bringing the shovels. We are bringing the tools like this. We're bringing the tools like this to the gold rush, to the gaming gold rush, to the crypto gold rush, to the DeFi gold rush, to the NFT gold rush. We're creating these whole platforms. We're creating these solutions. So if you want to be an entrepreneur there, you can be an entrepreneur in so many different ways in this space. Again, we go through a number of these things within the blockchain development program. We work with you on developing smart contracts using ETH-scaffold as well as Solidity. We also go into what we're building at SIDTech within Polkadot. We go into what we do within the gaming space, you know, within Crypto Zone, within Axie and Infinity, and what we're building within BitCountry. We have some amazing news within the SIDTech Guild and our partnership with BitCountry. So if you want to learn more about that, look into the upcoming blockchain development certification program. Thank you.